I teach a energetic system of herbal medicine, and energetics is pretty much universal throughout the world's great systems of herbal medicine. So whether we're talking about Chinese medicine, TCM, whether we're talking about Ayurveda, Unani Tib, whether we're talking about Kampo from Japan, Jamu from Indonesia, Noati, Cherokee medicine, whatever tradition we're talking about, there's usually a system of energetics, and this is how you match the herb to the person. So some herbs are cooling, some herbs are warming, some herbs are moistening, some are drying, some are stimulating, some are sedating. And so you match the herb to the person instead of trying to treat disease. So I would say that really good herbalists, or even better, great herbalists, don't focus in on treating disease, they treat people. Hippocrates said more than 2,000 years ago, it's more important to know the person that has the disease than the disease the person has. He was right. And so what you get with a lot of American herbal medicine up until relatively recently is this herb's good for a headache, this herb's good for depression. So we see things like St. John's wort's the depression herb. No, it isn't. There's more than a dozen different types of depression, and St. John's wort only works really well for about 3 of those. And then you hear that black cohosh is the menopause herb, except black cohosh is not particularly great for menopausal symptomology. It is useful for menopausal and other types of hormonal depression, and it does have some modest benefits of reducing hot flashes and night sweats, but most women who take it are going to be underwhelmed. Just like saw palmetto is not the prostate herb, and saw palmetto by itself taken for benign prostatic hyperplasia, that's the swelling of the prostate in middle-aged and older men, again, they'll notice some modest improvement, but if they think it's going to make their symptoms go away, they're going to be really disappointed. And so in the US, what we see is a very allopathic approach to herbal medicine. This herb's good for this condition. In the world's great traditional systems of medicine, what we see is which herbs are appropriate for this specific person sitting in front of me with their specific disease patterns that they have now. That's a system of energetics. And so a lot of that comes from taste. All right, taste is the easiest way to determine the energetic of the plant. So for me, it's always been imperative that I have a deep sense of the plant. Its taste, its action, the potential adverse effects. And so we don't want to limit our understanding through science. So we want to look at science, we want to look at tradition, we want to look at personal experience, we want to look at what you might call intuitive or spiritual understandings. Many traditions in the world, their knowledge of plants comes from dreams, comes from visions. And when you put that all together, all right, that what you have is much stronger than any of the components. My uncle used to describe this, he'd hand you an arrow and he'd say, all right, just a single wooden arrow. He said, break it. And you just go, break it in half. Then he'd take 12 arrows, wind a leather cord around them and say, here, break that. And you try break, you can't break it. You put it under your foot, can't break it. Try break it, wouldn't break. And he used that as an example of not just people coming together, being stronger, but again, traditions and ways of seeing things. And instead of having a narrow tunnel vision, you try to see things in multiple ways, and that's where the strength is.